Ladies and gentlemen, today I am brought in part by my friend Echo Gaming Diablo. How are you doing today, Echo?
I'm doing great, man. I'm stoked to be over here in the channel. Thanks for having me. Let's talk some Diablo Immortal.
Yeah, we got a fun topic today. So there's a Hungry Moon weekend event. So this is actually an official, Blizzard post here. This was about their update that's coming. People thought that, okay, we're going to have a big update on, what was it, the 6th we got the Battle Pass. That wasn't the big update. The actual big update, if we scroll down here, is going to be coming up on the 20th. But before the 20th, we have a sort of midway type of update, which is going to be this Hungry Moon weekend event. So we're going to talk about what to expect here. The theme of this is sort of a blood moon, much like what we've been seeing in the Battle Pass, and everything kind of related to this season seems to be like a blood season anyway. I mean, if you look at, oh, that's the wrong, but if you look at, the shield here and stuff I choose, it's all this theme stuff. It's all the blood rose theme. So my speculation is this. I've done a lot of mobile games. I know you've done a lot of mobile games too, right, Echo?
Oh, man, I've been doing them for 6 years, man. So, yes, I understand them.
So this is coming out on the 15th. It's going to the 18th. This is going to be running 3 days. My experience with these mobile games is almost always this. Something comes out, it has like an event list in the game. In fact, I'll open up the game here and probably say what I think it's going to be. You'll go into something almost like the Codex. It's going to have a list of a bunch of different activities. You'll do the activities. The reward will then be some kind of currency. You'll go to a new vendor in the game, sort of like the Hilts trader temporarily, and you'll trade whatever the currency is for some rewards. It'll probably look something like this. You'll go do a bunch of different activities, claim rewards. You'll go into currency and then you go spend it. Do you think that's what's going to happen, or what's your take on it?
Yeah, I mean, I played a lot of a game called Rise of Kingdoms in the past, and they were really good at putting together events inside of the game. And the events that they put inside of the game were, as you were mentioning, things that you're kind of just going to be doing anyway. They're going to require you to put some time into the game, but it's not doing anything that's crazy different, but you get extra rewards for it. So it's more incentive to do those types of things. Now, Diablo Immortal is a game of grind. It's a game of rewards, and you're just always trying to progress your character. So clearly something like this is going to be something that everyone's going to want to do. You get extra rewards for doing something that you do already. Now, do I know exactly what it's going to be? I mean, I don't think any of us know exactly what we're going to be seeing yet.
They don't say anything about what it is. They just say fulfilling the moon's demands. So you're right. I don't think we know what it is. They're going to have demands, probably something like do your bounties, something like that. I would think would be the moon's demands. I don't know. I would assume it's something like that, kill X amount of monsters, etc. Moon silvers, trade it for blessings. But this is one part here that I forgot about. If you acquire 7 blessings, then you'll get a random reward. Now, I know in the beta, you played the beta, right? Didn't they have this event in either the beta or the alpha, and it was crests were the reward? If I'm not, I didn't get into the beta, so I have to lean to your expertise on this one.
I was in the alphas and the beta, and actually on the podcast just about a week ago, we were talking about this, and Nemo from Scrappy Academy channel, I didn't play the event in the beta.
Oh.
I don't remember why I didn't play it, but I don't remember it. So I can't actually say what the rewards were in there. I'm sorry that I had to let you down on that question. But there was an event. I'm happy about events being in the game, but I don't remember the rewards. Do I think it'll be something like as big as a legendary crest? I mean, I hope so. That would be great, especially for the free-to-play people, but I don't know what they were.
If it's random, maybe we don't get to choose. So maybe it's not so much a vendor as it is a box we get, and then maybe a legendary crest is a percentage chance in there. We don't really know. But this kind of leads us into something else that I want to talk about, which is that there's a bunch of blood theme. I've speculated before, and I'm not going to reiterate all the reasons why, but there's some reasons, including data mining type of stuff, where there's a Blood Knight class that's been seen sort of in Diablo Immortal, and because of the class change system that's going to be coming up on the 20th is the date that we believe this is going to be coming out here. If a Blood Knight class comes out, would you consider becoming a Blood Knight? What do you think about that?
I mean, would I consider? The content creator side of me says, yes, I have to do the class change so that I could get the content and, so I could put out videos on that. With that being said, I love my Barbarian. I'm still not done getting my Barbarian where I want him to be. But if a new class comes out, whether it be on the 20th, which by the way, I don't think it's going to be that soon, or in a year from now, I'm going to switch just so that I could experience it. I've experienced all the classes in the game since the closed alpha, technical alpha, the closed beta. I've played them all. Barbarian was my favorite, but when something new comes, I'm going to want to experience it. So what about you? Would you switch from your Necro?
I think if a Blood Knight comes out, I might, because to be honest, it's kind of on theme for what I think would be kind of cool, like almost like an unholy paladin. I was a sucker for like Death Knight and stuff, like, you know, the super edgy guy, like the quiet kid in the classroom. Yeah, I was a sucker for that kind of theme when it came to World of Warcraft anyway. So I could see me going for the Blood Knight and try it out. People say I look like a vampire literally anyway, so I could probably get away with playing that on top of looking like the Necromancer. But you said you play a Barbarian, huh? How you like playing Barbarian? Because I was just talking and doing a tier list, and I kind of feel like I thought Barbarian was going to be like triple S tier, and then I feel like he's kind of like, maybe not so much. Well, is that correct, or I kind of would like a feedback on that?
Yeah, sure. It's funny you bring that up because I also thought that the Barbarian was going to be the best class. But when I do PvP, and clearly it depends on how you're loaded out, what your gems look like, but I find it difficult often to get myself into the battle as a barbarian, right? Like I could use my dash, I can use sprint, but it's specifically playing against something like a demon hunter, I struggle because of the mobility and just how they could keep their distance from me. Plus, that's the type of player that they are in battlegrounds or any type of PvP. They're used to staying away. Me as a barbarian, I'm used to sucking everything into me and beating up on it. But when you're playing against something that's really elusive, it's tough. So if you were to ask me right now, which I'll pretend that you just did, if you just asked me what class I would switch to right now, if I had to choose, it would probably be the Demon Hunter, just because I'm able, which was one of my least favorite classes in the alphas and betas, just because I'm not a ranged player. But I've seen some players do so well with the Demon Hunter class, keeping range and really dominating, that it's probably the one that I miss playing the most, because you've been playing your Necro the whole time. Haven't you gotten the itch to like try something else?
Oh, absolutely, man. I mean, absolutely, I have. And you know what's interesting? A Wizard was the one I actually liked the most and was debating switching to. I got to 48 on Wizard just because I wanted to kind of try it out. But what's super interesting to me is you're the third Barbarian I've talked to that wants to go to Demon Hunter.
It's because we struggle against demon hunters. That's the thing. We're tired of getting our butt kicked by them.
Oh, that's great, man. Okay, so you do barbarian content, and if you want to see some barbarian content, where can the people find you, Echo?
Yeah, it's Echo Gaming Diablo is the channel. We do Diablo Immortal stuff all the time. Been doing it literally for too long. I've been playing this game or making content for the game for 2.5 years, which is crazy to say since it's been out for 6 weeks.
All right, man. Well, we're going to have a link to our good friend Echo in the bottom there. You can go ahead and click subscribe to him. Check him out. He'll be doing some barbarian content and maybe change into a demon hunter in the future. We'll have to see. Maybe. But all right, man. Thanks for coming on. Love y'all. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.